Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the adventures of Adam. I'm Adam. Let's adventure. Oh, wait. My YouTube chat is off. No one's chatting just now, so we'll leave that as it is. I'll fix it. I'll fix it in a minute. Right now, I'm just letting you know what we're doing today. We are trying once again to take down Bommal 50 Doom Tower hard. We beat normal last night. No big deal. Yannicka is insane for Dark Fae. But yeah, Bommal 50 Doom Tower hard. What's up, Wolf? Welcome to the live stream. Let's get that YouTube chat figured out. What's going on here? Properties. Huh. This should be it. No? No? Huh. I'll mess with that in a minute. Right now, what I need to do, I've had some revelations. Since the last time I spoke to you guys, I have, in fact, 6-starred and gotten masteries for War Priest. And we're going to fill out those masteries right now. We're going to take anything that gives her more healing. And that's pretty much all we need. And I guess we take War Master to try to get some damage. Maybe some of that action. Something like that. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so those are the masteries for her. That's all we need. It's possible that I could do this with one Master Butcher. Depending on how much time we have today, I might conduct some science and see if I can beat it. Then we'll screw around and see if we could optimize it. I think that'll be really fun. So yeah, let's grab the spreadsheet. Or I guess I'll look at the spreadsheet so we can see everyone's speeds. So initially, I had Longsword Torux, the fastest on my team at 215. I think what I need to do instead is make my Reliquary Tender the fastest. That way, when she does her heal over time, continuous heal, everybody has a chance to take their turns and get the heal from it as soon as possible and let the heal run through so it doesn't get stripped off by Bommal. I have not leveled a second War Priest. I don't have enough food and I didn't have enough time. So it was all I could do to get one 6-star and fully mastered in a week. So let's jump into it. Let's jump straight into this. So we're going to make Reliquary the fastest at 215 this time. And we want... The last time she was... Oops, not that. Filter, Preset Manager, Global Presets. Last time she was 213. So I'm wondering if I can just enchant 2 speed. It doesn't look like any of these pieces are enchanted except for these gloves. So let's do equip. And we'll do just like... I don't want to overshoot the speed. Because I don't know if it'll affect the speed too. And I didn't test for everybody having an extra +1 speed. Okay. She's 215. And this time, I guess that means Longsword Torux will be 213, or I can make him 214. Either will work. Yeah. Hey, let's do this. So you guys can see my spreadsheet too. So these are the speeds that we're looking for. So this is my 215 champion. I need a 214 champion. Let's make that Longsword Torux. So we only need to lose 1 speed. So if we can find crit rate gloves with like 7 speed instead, that might be a little tough. Or maybe we can find a slower banner. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll look for just... Or maybe it'll be easier to swap out one of these pieces. Maybe we could find a shield with like 13 speed instead. Yeah, we just need to lose 1 speed. Hey, thank you. I really need to get chat on screen. If ever there was a day. So this is -2 speed. It's -5. It's -4. It's -4. Okay, so maybe here. I really like the 16% crit rate because I do want him to crit. So maybe we look for a different weapon, a slower weapon. So we just need to lose like 1 speed for the speed tune. These are the speeds we're going for. 215, 214, 213, 212, and 210. No, 211. I changed that. I was experimenting with something and the experiment didn't work. I forgot to change it back when I was done. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to multitask. I'm trying to talk to you guys and figure this out at the same time. Huh. So this one is 15 speed total. So we would need like 13 speed. Okay. I don't want to burn a bunch of glyphs if I could just roll into one naturally. I might have to just throw out a couple glyphs. Not a single double roll out of all those. That would roll too much. Dang, this is annoying. 14? That's perfect, right? Yeah, -1 speed. Okay, we found it. Double check. He is 214. He's 214. Okay. So now I'm going to gear Master Butcher number 2 at 213. So I need to lose... Oh. I must have enchanted or glyphed some of his pieces. Well, we'll equip this right now. Oh, wait. That was stupid. Oh, gosh dang it. I just equipped Master Butcher's gear onto Longsword Torux. Okay, hold on. And he's... Right, because I... Okay. I gotta find his lifesteal gloves that he had on. Crit rate ones. Or were they these ones? No. Okay. And then... How did he gain so much speed? Okay, let's find the weapon that we had on him. That's annoying. Oh man. Okay. It was like 14 speed. This one? Something else is different too, because he's 218 now, and I had him at 214. So now I need to lose 4 speed. So if I can find one with 10, I don't know what I changed, but I see what I need to do. we could glyph that, or I could just find one with 10 speed. Okay. 214. Because I put Reliquary Tender and then Torux. Okay, so equip this. So he's 214 speed. Now, Master Butcher number 2. This is what I thought I was doing when I accidentally equipped. Okay, try these on. This is 214. He needs to be 213. Aloha. That is what some people would lead you to believe, but I probably spent about 9 hours trying it and failing over and over and over. The problem with Templar is that he places a decreased speed on his A1, and the moment you do that, it throws off the speed tune and you die. I experienced that unfortunate reality time and time and time again. So rather than do it millions of times hoping for the perfect run where it never accidentally lands a decreased speed, I decided I'm going to try to just build a speed tune team that doesn't rely on RNG at all. That to me sounds like a much better time. So, and this might be full auto too. So that's another perk. Yeah, I just need to lose 1 speed off this guy. Let's see if we can just swap out a banner. Okay, no. Okay. So, weapons. Just looking for one that maybe we can. How much speed does this have on it? Whoa. 19 speed. Okay, maybe we. Oh, he's got long. We have to take this helm off anyway because that's what Longsword Torx is wearing. So we need a new helm now. That would be too much. This is the helm Torux is wearing. Okay, I might have to level some of these. Try to find the right speed I'm going for. I don't know why I did that. It's not gonna work. Okay. I need 15, like I need 13 speed. So I need like a double roll, but like 4 and 4. Okay, yeah, or slightly less than that, and then I can glyph it. That's too much. So maybe we can try this on and find a slower shield or something. Yeah, we can definitely find a slower shield. So we need to lose 5 speed. We need to cut 5 speed off. Let's do this. Let's organize them by speed, and then we can just go back. Oh. Maybe we can. This makes him lose 2 speed. He's still 2 speed too fast. Okay, so we need to lose 4 speed. Or 4 speed total. This could actually work. I would just, him at 212 could work. I would just need somebody else at 213. So we can do, what's her name? War Priest at 213. Okay, so let's find War Priest. 213 speed. See if we can go like HP with speed. Oh, look at that. Maybe we can get more speed and make this easier on ourselves. Or harder, depending on what gear's available. Okay, well, at least we have options. So let's do Templars because we're not using him anymore. Oh, thank you, Popcorn. Appreciate that. So let's start with boots. We need speed on the boots. And if we could find him in regen, that's swell. I've actually got silver to level some now. Last week, I did not have any silver. I farmed like 32 million silver. So now I don't have to steal from as many people. Then we want HP percentage with speed. If we could find those in regen, that's just a nice little cherry on top. Actually, before I do this, let me make sure this is exactly what I needed to know. I want to make sure he gets his gear first because he's already speed tuned at the right speed, I think. Preset manager. Try on. So the other mess. What a nightmare. Okay, so this is my Master Butcher who cuts in between the bombs exploding. We're stealing Drexlar's boots. So now I need to find a new shield for my other Master Butcher. I should have done that first. Okay. Oh, what a headache. Okay. Reliquary Tender is the fastest at 215. Then Longsword Torux at 214. So then the next is at 213, which can be War Priest or Master Butcher. So we can do 213 or 212, and then we'll gear War Priest after. So now that we know their speed range, $213 or $212. Either will work. Bummer. I need a double roll on speed, I think. Or, no, I said 212 could work, right? 213 or 212? Okay. Let RNG's list decide. So 213. All right, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Okay. Actually, let's go ahead and level that up. Get more defense. Okay, so he's 213. So War Priest needs to be 212. And then this Master Butcher is 211. Perfect. So she needs to be 212. And now we know, because everyone else is geared, we're not going to accidentally steal gear from someone who's on our team. Start with the boots. Try on. And then we want, if we can find HP percentage with speed. Try on. I'll get these little, okay. So maybe I do this and then try to find a weapon, helm, or shield. Where are we at? 164. Let's get the banner on too. We're gonna use how to do Bommal 10. I used Longsword Torux. He's got a passive where when he takes damage, if it exceeds 50% of his max HP, he puts block damage on himself. So when the first bomb explodes, it triggers his passive and he gains block damage. And then when the second bomb explodes, he doesn't die because he's got block damage. So that's who I use. I've actually got a video showcasing that strategy on my channel. I didn't, it would be like a little older because I didn't do a video this rotation. It was the last time the Bommal rotation was around. So it would have been like, I don't know. It's a ways back on the list, but it's there. Let's see. Okay. So 174, we need 212. Is that what I said? Let's organize by speed. Make this a little bit easier. That's all good. I can't expect everybody to have my entire catalog of videos memorized. That would be extremely unreasonable of me. You're perfectly welcome to ask any questions you like. Hopefully I didn't sound upset that you asked. Let's see. There's some speed. Okay. So now we just need weapon and helm, and if I can get it in immortal, that would be swell. Obviously, you know, let's see what happens when I do this. Just throw on these. Oh, that's really close to what I needed. I need 212. So I could just glyph my way there. So let's equip these. Oops, wrong button. Perfect. Now let's get some HP accessories. I think this was one of the first rings I got. Because it's Sacred Order, I think this was awarded to my Aethel early on for something. That's kind of funny that I've kept it so long. This crit damage is my highest necklace with a... Oh, no. Okay, I see. Just because it rolled HP a couple times. So let's smash out some more HP. Okay. And we'll check masteries too real quick. I like that. I need as much HP as possible, so. And defense. Defense is nice too. Yeah, I can't use those on my challenge though, but they are good options for normal, not insane people. Okay, I'm really gonna try to get the YouTube chat to come up on my screen. It's bugging me that it's not. Okay. She's got the one weak link on this team is probably Reliquary Tender, simply because she's not strong affinity, so she can be critically hit. Dude, I had 30 million silver. Jeez. Okay. I think we're set. And I don't have to worry about cooldowns or anything, so I can do it full auto through the waves. I guess I do want to make sure... Okay, so we're taking out a second Reliquary and replacing her with War Priest. I'll probably take over... we don't want to use this. I'll probably take over for the the boss just to make sure everything is right. I don't have, oh, I guess I do have it booked. I'm gonna say don't use, I need to get the timing on these right. So I don't want her to, like, if I do have it on full auto and it goes into the boss fight and she uses it, then it'll screw everything up. Like if my reflexes aren't fast enough. So I just want to set it to don't use. Doesn't really matter what they do through the waves, I don't think. So in theory, the way this works is this Master Bommal is going to cut in between the Master Butcher is going to cut in between. Here, I'll show you guys the speed tune real quick. So turn meters tick up. Bommal gets to a full meter, but my team is faster. So this one gets a turn. This is going to be Reliquary Tender. I forget who is the second fastest. I think this is Longsword Torux. Something like that. And then Master Butcher 2. And this is War Priest. And then Master Butcher 1. So Bommal attacks, summons the bombs, and takes an extra turn and does the buff strip. So Bommal attacks here, summons the dudes. Then Reliquary goes to place the heal over time, continuous heal on everybody so they can start healing back up from all the damage that Bommal did when he attacked. Longsword Taurus attacks, Master Butcher, War Priest, Master Butcher. Okay. First bomb explodes. What is this? Yeah, okay, so first bomb explodes. The Master Butcher gets a turn in between here, resetting the cooldown of his passive. Then Bommal attacks, then the second bomb attacks. So because this Master Butcher has refreshed the cooldown of his passive, it will heal everybody. And then everybody takes a turn, and then Bommal summons more bombs again. And you can see it goes through, and it repeats perfectly. So first bomb explodes, Master Butcher cuts in, Bommal goes, and then the second bomb explodes. So it's a perfect loop. So this is what we're trying to achieve here. I'm gonna move this back over here. And away we go. So I'm just gonna hit auto to start the waves. And then while this is going, I'm gonna try to fix YouTube chat. So let's go back to live stream. Yeah, silver goes insanely fast. Normally when I have multiple windows of Google Chrome open, it just captures the wrong window. But now it's not even capturing any window. Hey, what's up, ML? I'm trying to fix you. We need to kill this nerd right here. Oh, fix chat. Okay, I guess that might have been what I said. Okay. Let's see here. Properties. Aha! I fixed it. I don't know how to share. It is in Excel, but I don't know how to share it. I'm kind of a Microsoft Excel noob. I had to look up how to just do simple formulas. Like it took me about 8 hours to make the spreadsheet. So if you can, oh, there's a share button right there. Okay, I found it. What happened? Okay, please upload your workbook to share it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I try to post this if it's going to give people access to my OneDrive. I don't. Yeah, I probably should have made it in Google Docs. I have less experience with Google Docs, even less experience with Google Docs than I do Excel. So I just felt a little bit more comfortable with Excel. Yeah, 50 million. That's like, yeah, a full team of 5. Fully geared and stuff. Whew, man. Yeah, I'll do some research on what sharing this does to make sure I'm not like giving people access to my entire personal OneDrive thing. I don't. That makes me nervous. But yeah, also it's not like the clan boss calculator where when you make change it autofills. It does in some regards. So like if I change Longsword Torux's speed, let's change this back to 211. Like right here, you can see it populates, but it doesn't. It's not like the clan boss calculator where it will. Okay, well you changed it. Now the speed tune is broken. I had to manually go in and input these squares to make them green for myself, just to visualize, so I can see what's going on. So like for example, if I change his speed to like 209, it shows in the spreadsheet, but it still shows his turn. It still shows it as being his turn when it would actually be Bommal's turn. So it's not like the Deadwood Jedi calculator where it just fixes itself if there's a mistake. You have to. It's imperfect. I wish I was good enough with Excel to make it as good as it really needs to be. Unfortunately, that's just not the world I live in. Why won't you do the thing? Okay, there we go. Let's focus this nerd right here. Ooh, new legendary. Congrats, bro. Who are you using alongside Godseeker Aniri for Sand Devil as your damage dealer? I'm going to take it off auto and just start. Oh, Iron Twins 15. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. No, you're killing it on that void account, man. Also, first of all, sorry guys. I normally stream on Saturdays. I had to work overtime this Saturday, so I didn't have time. And I wanted to make sure that I had time to make a Fateless video or a Godforge video. Okay, I gotta lock in. A1. Oh, Newt. Oh, I see. So that's not your void account then. Okay, I got a little confused. Still impressive. Sand Devil 25 or yeah, Sand Devil's no joke. Neri Selenia. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm not trying to be rude. I just want to make sure I don't screw this up, guys. So I'm going to lock in and focus. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, but I will not likely be super involved with chat for the next few moments. I think we're good. Maybe I should have put the heals out. Okay. It still shows he's got 3 turns on this cooldown, so I should have time to... Man, they got stunned, dude. Yeah, she's just taking way too much damage. Not... So if you are strong affinity, you take 15% less damage. See, everyone's... Does Master Butcher's passive heal himself too? Because he's full HP. Oh, right, because so he tops everybody off. And then the one in the back heals him, but the one in the back is full HP too. I might not need 2 Master Butchers. Oh, the speed tune. Right, because one bomb exploded, then Bommal takes a turn, and then... Okay. I think that was working as intended. So we need to heal this guy, so this is where War Priest comes in. Perfect. I think this is going to work. I don't know why these guys have extra bombs. Is that from the heal over time getting stripped or something? Now she's stunned. Man, what a jerk Bommal is. I need to pay way more attention to what's going on. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, so Selenia Nighthawk is the... Is it Nighthawk or Nightcloak? I forget. Yeah, Selenia is a great one then. Man. Bombs are from the debuffs. Oh, placing debuffs. Okay. There's some science that I would like to do to see... When you attack his Dread Bombs, the Dread Bombs gain a turn meter boost. But I don't know how much they get boosted by. When you look at the turn meters, it doesn't look like it's by very much. I'm assuming they get an amount of turn meter equal to the value of 1 turn meter tick, because with the naked eye, you can't really see how much their turn meters are increasing by. So it might be that Reliquary Tender is a liability because she places debuffs on her A1. And it also might be that Longsword Torux is a liability because he places debuffs on his A1. I might have to build a damage dealer for this with no debuffs. Yeah. What's up, Brandon? And Unfrugal, welcome, guys. So, I was looking at all my champions, and it was between Jizzo and Longsword Torux for my damage dealers. Jizzo doesn't place any debuffs on his A1. And he's got reasonable damage multipliers. About the same as Longsword Torux, actually. And he's super tanky, so he's a good candidate. But that would mean 6-starring and getting masteries for Jizzo. Which I'll use him for Faction Wars too, and Lizardman is still one that I need to finish, so I actually don't mind it. And then I think I need to replace Reliquary, because it doesn't look like... because she has a chance to place the debuffs on her A1, it puts her at risk of taking extra damage. And she's not strong affinity like everybody else on this team. So I might actually low-key have to build a second War Priest, which again, my Sacred Order Faction Wars isn't complete yet, so it's not that big of a deal to have to do that. And War Priest is actually kind of low-key pretty good. She's got an A1 freeze and the heals and increased attack and stuff on her A3 or whatever. So I don't mind building a second one, honestly. Like, legitimately good rare for Faction Wars. I think she'll be good to build in like Guardian set or something. After this nerd is dead, we'll focus the Scar Torsis or whatever. I need to pay attention to what's happening with Master Butcher when the bombs go off. Because if he heals himself from his own passive, I probably don't need 2 Master Butchers. The reason I put 2 in is so they can kind of take turns healing each other. So if I don't need to, and it's redundant, Reliquaries, I probably could turn off Reliquaries A2 for the waves. Everybody's in regen anyway. And all that her A2 is doing is giving these guys buffs to steal, which is just prolonging the fight at this point because he just got a ton of healing. Yeah, if I don't need 2 Master Butchers, then I can bring in another damage dealer. He does heal himself from his passive? Okay, that's what it looked like. I don't have any other Spirit Affinity champions to bring in. Like, I have Shield Guard, but he does decrease speed on his A1, so that's a no-go. And he can't. His A2 gives him a turn meter boost, so I can't use that either. So we don't want any AoEs, otherwise I could use the Demon Spawn guy who does block buffs on his A1. But the AoEs on his A1 will give turn meter boosts to the Dread Bombs, which throws off the speed tune potentially. Yeah, Valerie's really good too. If Apothecary was Spirit Affinity, he would be perfect for this. Oh, well, I guess not. His burst heal would be nice, but his like 3 times at random attack on the A1 has a chance to like hit the bombs. But once I beat Bommal, oh, thank you, Mike. Once I beat Bommal, I want to do some science and see what happens if I attack one of the bombs one time. Like, see how that affects the speed tune. Because right now, the speed tune is very tight. Like, every turn meter tick, someone's getting a turn for like many turns in a row. So, like, let's say this bomb number 2, if I attack it and it gets a turn, it would get its turn before Bommal in this situation, because if I attacked it one time and its turn meter boost was the equivalent of 1 turn meter tick, it would have 1.2 turn meter here instead of 1.15. And 1 point... But that wouldn't really help me, would it? Oh my gosh, if I did that, and that is the case, it would have 1.15 turn meter here. 1.5. So my Master Butcher still gets a turn, 1.15, and 1.2, and it would cut in and do its thing before Bommal. And then Bommal would get his turn. But that would throw off the timing of when Bommal summons. It's something I'll have to experiment with. I just want to see what happens. But we'll play around and have fun and do all the tinkering after we beat him. I want to focus on beating him first and foremost. Bommal goes now. He got his block damage away. Oh, it's going to be really annoying if I have to level extra champions just to do this. I think last time I... Oh, man. This boss is ridiculous, dude. I was feeling really confident that once I built this speed tune, everything was going to be fine. Yeah, the bomb will... Yeah, he does not heal from the boss. That's why when he cuts in between the first bomb attack blowing up, he's able to heal the team when the second bomb blows up, because his passive doesn't go on cooldown when Bommal attacks. Actually, hold on. End battle. Let me just do edit team. I can't believe... Man, I think I'm just not... I don't know. I might just have to go back to the Templar strat and just do a million runs until I get the one lucky run where he never places decreased speed. I was rewatching my VOD from last night, or not last night, last weekend, and the closest I got was 50%, like slightly. He was like 55 or 60% HP before he placed the decreased speed and threw off the speed tune. That's the closest I got out of all of the attempts that I did. 50%, and then he placed decreased speed and then it failed. It's such a Templar can solo it in theory, but the moment he places that decreased speed on his A1, it throws the speed tune off and it ceases to work. I've between what I tried off stream Tuesday night when I got off work early last week and what I tried on the live stream last Saturday, combined between those 2 days, I probably tried that Templar strat for like 10 hours. Over and over and over again. And I couldn't get it to work. Does Master Butcher's passive trigger on Hydra? Are the Hydra heads not counted as bosses? If so, that's wild. Or do you mean like the provoke? Okay, yeah, sorry. I figured it out in my head right as you typed it in chat. Okay. I got there in the end. I was confused for a second. I forgot he provokes just because I've been so focused on his passive. Right, that makes sense. It is a really nice quality of life to see these waves. Actually, let's just finish him off. It is a really nice quality of life to see that this works. The waves portions work on. Okay, well, he rehealed. Yeah, I do like that it only took him. I like that they fixed the auto targeting for provoke attacks in Hydra. It only took him like 3 years to figure it out, or however I don't even remember how long it's been since Hydra came out, but that should have been like on release. It's kind of funny because I went on a rant about that on one of my live streams, and then like 2 weeks later they made that exact change. So I don't know. I'm not trying to like take credit for it. I'm sure I'm not the only person who suggested it, but I did think it was an interesting coincidence that shortly after I complained about it, the change was implemented. What do I say besides you're welcome? I must not have been playing during that year when you couldn't provoke. Oh no, I remember that. Yeah. Right. So once they made it so you could provoke the Head of Decay, it took way too long to update it so that you can actually play your runs on auto. Husk just got a lot better for Hydra. Like, he was already good, but now he's like auto friendly. It's kind of dope. It was very naive of me to assume that I was just gonna waltz in here and smoke Bommal with his team. I don't even understand. Okay, I think as soon as Bommal takes his turn, I need to do Reliquary's heals. Hey, what's up, Jack? Welcome to the party, pal. Because that's how it would be when I'm doing the run, like after the first cycle. But yeah, not having to manual the waves is a really nice quality of life in and of itself. I can kind of like relax and read chat. I thought my Reliquary was supposed to be the fastest. Oh, Longsword Torux. Oh! Masteries. He's probably got... I need to fix his masteries. I think that's the problem. That's why it's getting screwy Louie. Yeah. Reliquary is supposed to be the fastest. Wait. That's the buff strip. Okay, so let's get some additional heals rolling here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish the run since I already started it. Maybe I'll get lucky, but Longsword Torque's masteries are throwing off my speed tune. Yeah, he's got the Whirlwind of Death or whatever it's called. This Master Butcher's gonna be toast. Maybe I need to cleanse the HP burns. Flippity frick frack, bro. Huh. Well, the problem is if I attack the bomb, it gets a turn meter boost. Do I want to spend gems to reset his masteries? Yeah, right there. That's the issue. He has 18 extra speed. So in the speed tune, 214. Where's my phone? $214 plus 18 equals 332. So he's effectively... So he would actually get his turn here. So this is hold on. Oh no, 232. Oops. I was gonna say, how is it that much faster? Yeah, so hold on. And then we take... Let me just double check. No, it's still 7. Okay. So it... Oops, no, that was the wrong one. So let's do... Okay, yeah, no, it is still 7. It still takes him 7 turn meter ticks. So it shouldn't throw things off too much, but it still could, because I haven't done the math to... I don't know if I want to spend the gems to reset his masteries, because I don't think he's going to be a final member of this team. I think for my damage dealer, I'm going to replace him with Jizzo. So I don't know if it's worth it to spend 150 gems when he's going to be my damage dealer. And I do think... Okay, since I know I'm not going to be able to beat it now, let's do some experimentation. So in order to do the experimentation, I do need to reset his masteries, just so I know that the speed tune... There's 150 gems for science. It's the cost of learning. Well, the problem with Syl is she does the increased speed on her passive. Yeah, the blessing swap is such a pain. I feel you there for sure. So what I want to see is when I attack the bomb, how much turn meter do they gain? Is there a way for me to be able to figure that out? Can I figure that out with science? If I can figure that out with science, I can account for that in my speed tune and use Yakarl the Scourge, because A, this is on a 4-turn cooldown, which means it will sync with the summoning of the bombs, because Bommal does it once every 4 turns. So if I'm on a 1-to-1 turn ratio, this will be on... It will sync perfectly. And this chance increases to 100% against targets with 75% or more turn meter. This debuff cannot be resisted by targets with 75% or more turn meter. So I time it to when they're just about to go. I use Yukarl's A3, 100% chance to freeze, can't be resisted. And I just need to calculate basically what I need to see. So the bomb on the right always attacks first. It explodes first. So I think if I attack the bomb on the left, I want to see if it... My theory right now is that it only gains enough turn meter. It only gains turn meter equal to 1 turn meter tick. Because you could hardly tell that it gets a turn meter boost at all. I think it's super minimal. So hypothetically, if it were to gain 1 turn meter tick, it would be at 1.2 right here instead. So this would be 1.2. Which means it would go bomb number 1, Master Butcher, bomb number 2, Bommal. So if that's what we see, bomb number 1, Master Butcher, bomb number 2, or wait, I would do it right here. I'd have to do it right here. So this would have to be Yukarl, hypothetically. And he would attack both. So Yukarl attacks, turn meter boost, and then there'd be another turn meter tick. So this one would go next regardless, because it was already going to go next anyway. And then, so right here, it gets the turn meter boost. So we'll say it's right here on the next turn meter tick. So, okay. I basically just need to slide this column up. So from here, it's actually this. So right here, it's 1.1, and so would this one. This would also be 1.1 because it also gets, if my assumption is correct, 1.1. So they would be tied, but this one goes first. And then the next turn meter tick, it wouldn't be 1.1, it'd actually be 1.5. 1.15. So my Master Butcher would still go. So yeah, if my theory is correct, it'll go bomb, butcher, bomb, Bommal. Unless this champion cuts in. No, it wouldn't. He would have enough turn meter. Okay. Bomb, butcher, bomb, Bommal. And in order to test this, I would need Yukarl the Scourge at 212. So I can... let's gear Yukarl at 212. And then glyph 1 speed onto War Priest. Put her right here. War Priest. Yukarl. Why can't... What is happening to my fingers? Yukarl. Let's try that. Just for science. I don't think this is going to work necessarily. But I think it's worth a try. I love science. Let's figure this out. Yeah, so the problem with Syl is that her... I think I already said this. I don't remember. I just want to make sure I'm not ignoring you. The passive, by placing decreased speed, I can't. It would throw things off, and then it will get stripped, and then it'll cause problems. But Yukarl, I just need to make sure he doesn't ever use his A2 during the boss fight, because that actually, what are his masteries too? Perfect. That'll do. I might actually just... Do I have a freebie? I could take War Master just to try to speed things up. But we'll try it like this first. And I do want him in regen. Yeah. Well, I don't think I can beat it without speed tuning it perfectly. I just don't think I have the juice. I've tried everything. Yeah, strengthen would be really nice as well. that's something we can experiment with next. I do have the Tusk guy. This guy. So I have the ability to experiment with this. I would have to time it so he does it because the buff lasts for 2 turns. So I need to do it 1 turn before the bombs go off. So I cast it, everybody takes their turn, the bombs go off, and then everybody take. I don't know. I have to make sure that the buff doesn't get stripped off. I don't know. Would your Carl be able to turn meter from his freeze falling? Oh, that's a good question. I didn't look at that. 30%. Yeah. Does it count if the bomb explodes? I don't want to reset his masteries yet. Let's just try it once for a proof of concept. So we need him in regen at 212 speed, and we need to increase War Priest speed by 1, I think. So let's do this first so I don't forget. Right? She needs to be 213. And then your Carl needs to be 212. I don't think he would either, but this game does some really wonky stuff sometimes. So hey, what's up, Premier Craft? Fitting room. Let's go. Speed boots. I guess he doesn't need accuracy, does he? Let's look for HP. Yeah, these look nice. Okay. My silver. Oh! I recorded the video and I started editing it, but I was getting exhausted because I made a skit for the intro to the video, and it took a lot of effort. I'd never done anything like that before, so I needed to take a break from the editing process to sort of just relax for a little bit, and then I'll finish editing the video when I'm done streaming. But I recorded my video with my thoughts and reaction to the new gearing systems that they have in place for Codforge and Fateless. I have to level. It is 6-star though. But can I find HP with defense percentage is actually pretty dope. Our boy is squishy. Okay. We need gloves too. Oh, I don't have any gloves from this set. Yeah, that man. In Godforge, as it stands currently, there's no they're planning to not have it cost a resource to swap gear around. So that's pretty cool. Oh. What if we do one person in deflection? It would probably have to be one of the Master Butchers, right? Because they heal themselves when the bombs explode. I could do Guardian too. I don't think Yakarl is who I want in Guardian. He's pretty squishy. His base stats are like... I guess he does gain increased damage reduction when there are frozen enemies. I don't know if it'll count as 2 when the first bomb explodes or not, because it's like technically dead when it detonates. But he'll at least have it from 1. Yeah. Wait, I think he's already got... HP percentage gloves, speed. Okay, never mind. I just want to check that other set. This yeah, if they get deflected before they're applied, it does work. Yeah, let me try. Just for science. I don't think I want Yakarl to be the one in deflection though. Sorry, I'm like super scatterbrained. Let's steal these gloves from Lamabur, and then we need regen for the top 3. I'm getting distracted by too many scientific opportunities. So we need 212. There's so many things I want to test. I keep getting distracted. Shield. Hold on, let's do this. Oh, now he's way too fast. Let's dial that back. Deflection Paragon. Maybe. There is a chance that his unkillable would get stripped. You'd have to build him with like 1,000 resistance. Like 700 resistance. And it's still, there's always that 3% chance to fail built in, so. But that would be dope. We're getting closer. We need to slow it down a little bit more. That is so close. So +1 speed. 212 is what we're aiming for. Farm your 1-star glyphs, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Alrighty. Let's time for science. Oh, I don't want Blood Shield because that will give him a buff. Do I have a banner with exactly enough speed? I do now. Okay. I gotta remember to put that back. Oh, by the way, speaking of Blood Shield, Vizix doesn't work in Scarab King the way that I thought she would. Even though she's attacking with her A3 that puts a shield on, the game doesn't see her as having a shield on when she attacks. Which is weird because it certainly doesn't for Blood Shield. The shield isn't there until after you do the damage. So I don't understand. So who are we taking out? She's causing problems, I think. No, I guess we said we can do a Master Butcher. Because he heals himself? Okay. And this is the one that cuts in between the bombs. So, bomb, butcher, bomb, Bommal is what we were looking to see. Okay. Bomb, butcher, bomb, Bommal. If my theory is correct... No, I want... Maybe Master Butcher needs to be in the back. Let's see what happens with him in the front. I could put Yakarl in front for the attack aura, because these are all attack-based champions. Or maybe, actually... Let's... I think this is what I had set up. Reliquary, Torux, War Priest, Yakarl. Oh, no, I did account for a Master Butcher being taken out. Okay. It might be important. So generally what happens is damage happens and is applied to each member of your team in the team order. So damage hits him first, then Yakarl, then War Priest, then Torux, then Reliquary Tender. And so when that happens, he gets hit and then his passive triggers, and the passive heal hits everyone before the damage comes in. So I think I want him in the back. So everyone takes the damage and then they get back healed by Master Butcher. And then Master Butcher takes a turn, resets his cooldown. Everybody gets hit by the bombs. They go low. Master Butcher takes damage and then heals everybody back. So let's do that. And we will put Yakarl the Scourge in the lead aura so we get extra attack. Because attack based, attack based, attack based, attack based. I'm gonna manual the boss. It doesn't matter. So it's either that he doesn't have any accuracy. I was just going. We don't need it for the bombs, so it's fine. Because it can't be resisted if I time it with the turn meters correctly. Which, by the way, let's double check that real quick. So when Yakarl goes here, they're already at 90% turn meter, so it will have a 100% chance to freeze them. It cannot be resisted. Okay. Cool. This is just for science. I still don't think my account is ready to beat it, but we're making progress and we're conducting science. That's the important thing. If we can learn something, then it was all worth it. Hellhades.com is a great site, and I'm glad that it exists, but every now and then I'll find myself wishing that it had more information than it does, particularly for the position I find myself in now, where I'm like, I wonder how much turn meter the dread bombs gain when you trigger their passive. But that information isn't on hellhades.com, unfortunately. It would be really cool if they could find a way to put that in there, like if they can data mine it somehow. I wonder if, what's the other one? Yumilove.net? I wonder if they have it. Their site isn't as pretty to look at, but sometimes they do have information that hellhades.com doesn't. Let's try this real quick. Bommal the Dreadhorn. Okay, we're going to pause this real quick. Okay. Dread bomb skills. Detonation pads. Short fuse. The dread bomb is immune to all buffs, effects, and sources of damage except its own skills and freeze and HP burn debuffs. Fills the dread bomb's turn meter by 20% every time. Oh, that's not even close to what I was thinking. 20%. So when they take damage, I would have to add 0.2. I think that's what Saphira said in his speed tuning video. So when Yakarl does his freeze, I basically add 0.02 to this value. No, 0.2, not 0.02. 0.2. 20% turn meter. Oh, only on HP burned? Hold on. Oh, from an HP burn debuff. But when you attack it with regular skills... Are you sure? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm surprised because what you're saying contradicts what I believe. So let's see. Let's remain open-minded. Mike is a really smart guy. He's never led me astray before. So we're going to have faith, but we're also going to pay very close attention to what happens when we're playing it out. He seems very confident. He's never led me astray before, so we're gonna put faith. Put your faith in the light. Okay. Put your faith in the mic. Oh, thank God. I was afraid for a second that I had accidentally taken like evil eye on him or something. Oh, I'm not dropping his speed. No, that's a terrible idea. Question is, do I heal here? I'm gonna say no. I don't know. Maybe that's a mistake. This, if there was a time to cleanse, that's it. Yakarl is stunned. How did he get stunned? What causes that? Each time an enemy places a buff, except bomb debuffs. No, debuff, except bomb debuffs on Bommal. Places a bomb on blah, blah, blah. Each time a bomb, blah, 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 blah. Each time a bomb debuff detonates on an enemy has a 25% chance of placing a stun debuff on all other enemies. Oh no. And he just places bombs, huh? Removes all buffs from all enemies, then attacks them. Places a bomb debuff on each enemy. So because Longsword Torux, on his turn, a bomb detonated on him, it just randomly stunned Yakarl. And there's nothing I can do about that. It just happened. So how would I fix that? I would need Reliquary Tender. No, that doesn't work either, because if she gets stunned also, there might not just be a way to speed tune this, man. It might just be untunable. I haven't... Okay. This is the moment. It says short fuse. Okay, but this is what we're testing. Bomb, Butcher, Bomb, Bommal. Normally, Bommal cuts in after Master Butcher. But if my theory is correct, this one will go now before Bommal. We'll see. I did see the short fuse passive pop up when Yakarl did his freeze. Okay, maybe it's a visual bug. Because if the passive triggered... Yeah, if the passive triggered, this second bomb would have cut in and detonated before Bommal got his turn, according to my speed tune spreadsheet. So that's just a visual bug. Interesting. I don't have my heal back yet. Why did... Oh, she must have placed decrease attack. So she's dead. I think I need to level another War Priest. And she's dead. Yeah, okay. What's her name? Reliquary Tender is a liability. Short fuse passive indicates blocking damage. Oh! 5 head. Short fuse passive. The Dread Bomb is immune to all debuffs, effects, and sources of damage. That's why short fuse pops up. Icky Ray, you're a genius. It is not a visual bug. We figured it out. Science. Science! Oh my god. How amazing. Okay. Well, now that I know that, that's a game changer. I was avoiding using champions who have AoEs. So I was looking for champions who only did. So that means I could use Abyssal as a healer who doesn't place buffs, right? Instead of leveling a second War Priest, and then the block buffs A1 can prevent Bommal from placing increased attack on himself. Hey, what's up, Sakib? Yeah, since I didn't get to stream last night due to the overtime, I decided to stream tonight instead. Man, that is amazing. And this is all battles. Oh, faction crypts. It's not all battles. But yeah, dude, block buffs A1 to block the increased attack from Bommal. And then I don't have to level a second War Priest. Huh. Maybe I just level a bunch of healers and then have like healer, like, okay, Master Butcher, Yakarl, healer, healer, healer. Does freezing them make them get less turn meter? Turn meter? Why did I say it that way? Does freezing them give them less turn meter? If it does, it doesn't actually say that anywhere, right? Explodes at the start of each turn and deals pure damage to each enemy equal to 40% of this max HP if the Dread Bomb is not under freeze debuff at the start. Is that a run-on sentence? Explodes at the start of each turn and deals pure damage to each enemy equal to 40% of this max HP if the Dread Bomb is not under a freeze debuff at the start of the turn, period. Deals pure damage to each enemy equal to 20% of their max HP instead if the Dread Bomb is under a freeze debuff at the start of the turn. Damage inflicted will ignore shield buffs. It doesn't... Oh, you guys can't see that. It doesn't actually say that being frozen makes their turn meter tick more slowly. So this could potentially... Okay. This has been a very... Even though we didn't kill Bommal today, and I don't think I will, I now have new information that could potentially lead me to killing Bommal in the future. So yeah, I think I 6-star these Abyssals because they like War Priest. That's why I did War Priest instead of Abyssal, because I was worried that AoE A1 would affect the turn meter of the bombs. So where's War Priest? War Priest does a 15% heal and then 10% to everyone else. But War Priest has the additional utility of having the opportunity to place freeze on the bombs if I whiff with Yakarl, for example. So she's actually not really bad. She's actually really good in that regard as like a secondary. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad that's helping you. That's the whole point of you know, why I do content for Rage is to teach people how to do things. Yeah, I think I think I just build these abyssals because I was like, long-term plan, I was planning to build these guys for Hydra anyway for the A1 block buffs. Man, the knowledge that we gained through science today is absolutely invaluable. This is awesome. Okay. Well, I mean, like, what I mean by that is if he's stunned and doesn't have the cooldown of his A3 back, because when you're stunned, you don't cool down your skills at the start of your turn. So maybe he has to use his A1 and whiffs with the A1. That's kind of what I meant by if he whiffs. I didn't mean to say his A3 can whiff. Because if Yakarl gets stunned, because the timing is such that on a 1-to-1 turn ratio with Bommal, the skills line up on a 4-turn cooldown. So if he gets stunned, then I'll have to use his A1 or A2 instead on the... Oh, I can't use the A2 because it'll put increased speed on himself. I'll have to rely on the A1. Double Butcher, Yakarl, War Priest, DPS. The problem is I don't have a damage dealer who does, like, the only damage dealers I have that are Spirit Affinity. Oh, she doesn't have a debuff on her A1. I'd have to... So I was worried about her AoE A1, but we learned today that that's not an issue. So I could just go like A1 and then A2 when this is up off cooldown. This might be an interesting approach. The hardest part is going to be keeping her alive. That's really low base HP and even lower. That is crazy low base defense. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good call, Mike. I don't think I have it. So she is an option. Yannicka places a debuff on her A1, so we don't want to use her. And then, so it's I could, in theory, use Soul Bond if I can keep her alive, which I'm not convinced that I can. She is defense-based. But her I mean, she's... Does her A1 do debuffs? Yes, it does decrease attack. So we don't want her. We don't want anyone who places debuffs. So that rules, and we don't want to reduce turn meter either. Man. So there's Shield Guard, but he does decrease speed. What is... Oh, no, heal reduction. Okay, we don't want that. Lama Bird does a turn meter boost on his A1, so that'll throw off the speed tune. Yeah, I don't know. I think Jizzo is gonna have to be my DPS. There's also Hexweaver who can do decreased accuracy on her A1, but I still won't have enough resistance to resist the bombs. I would need 350 resistance on everybody still, even if I did use Hexweaver. She does poisons. We don't want that. We don't want any debuffs being placed. I think Soul Bond is the best damage dealer option in terms of just raw damage. Her A2 can slap. Donkey style. I don't know why I even talk sometimes. He can hit hard on one of his skills. I think it's his A3 that hits hard. Well, we could look at him too in a second. I want to come back to him. I think the rest of these are void. Oh shucks. Yeah, I think it's either Jizzo, just because he's tanky and not likely to die, or cross our fingers and pray that I can keep Soul Bond alive. She does have a freeze on her A2, that is correct. But her A1 places decreased attack, so I'm afraid she's going to... I guess, rather than She still has a chance to place Weaken on Bommal when she does her nuke, which means she could take, like, anytime that they place a debuff, it's going to be a liability. Doesn't this guy ignore defense or something? I'd have to have the other wolf on the team, and the other wolf is neutral affinity. I really need them to be spirit so they don't take extra damage. The Conqueror can kind of slap. I mean, not if they take an extra bomb and die. Because that's what's happening to Reliquary right now. That's why she's dying. She's taking, even though she puts decreased attack up, which is technically good, she takes an extra bomb and then she just dies at the start of her turn. So, but Marquez does have the freeze as like a backup. And then if she places the Weaken when she does this, then she'll take an extra bomb. If she plays, you know, it's just too big of a liability, I think. Perhaps. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I just feel like what I'd rather do, rather than trying to decrease his attack with a debuff and get punished for it by getting extra bombs, I would rather prevent him from placing the 50% increase attack. That's going to give me more value. Decreasing his attack by 25% when he's already buffed his attack by 50% is less value than preventing him from placing the increase attack to begin with. To me, this is way more valuable because it goes from like 150% attack reduced by 25% or just 100% attack. This has block buffs is better, I think, than decreased attack. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, neither of them are that consistent, but if I do two of them, I don't know, which was kind of what I was planning to do anyway. Yeah, but that's about the same as Reliquaries, right? Or maybe Reliquaries is 50%. Oh, that's level 51. I guess they both have the same. 20, 30, 40. Okay, so it is 50%. It is a higher chance. But she's only got 86 accuracy and she's still landing it very consistently. No, the other one is not booked. Man, if I've already beat High Elves Faction Wars. I don't want to 6-star another High Elf. I have not yet beaten Demon Spawn or Sacred Order. I would much rather 6-star an Abyssal or another War Priest, honestly. And then just do Jizzo for my damage dealer for the same reason. I've already, you know, I still need to do Skinwalker's Faction Wars. And I will build Jizzo for that eventually anyway. So it just makes sense to do him for my damage dealer because he's sturdy and he has reasonable damage. I can build him with crit rate gloves and it's not going to be a liability. Like he's not like Longsword Torux wasn't really ever dying in crit rate gloves. Everyone else has HP chest, HP gloves. So, but yeah, I don't want a 6-star second Reliquary. I'd rather invest in champions that are going to help me in Faction Wars. And because if two champions are like really close in terms of who would be better, if the difference between one or the other is like marginal, I'd rather have Faction Wars be the tiebreaker. So we learned a ton this stream about the mechanics. And so now that I've learned what I have learned, I think I'm going to end the live stream and finish editing my video. I just wanted to try this out tonight. But yeah, so the plan moving forward is so Master Butcher. What's the plan? Where's my spreadsheet? So this is going to become Jizzo for my damage dealer. Reliquary is going to become Abyssal. And then Yakarl to freeze and Master Butcher to recover from the bomb damage. A veteran? 3-turn block buffs. Let me look at veteran. That's an interesting suggestion. Hold on. It would appear as though I've used all copies of veteran that I pulled as food. Is that? It sounds like an orc. Is that an orc? Oh, veteran, the Void Affinity one. I know who you're talking about. No, I haven't pulled him yet. Yeah, no, he is great. Yeah. Unfortunately, he does the big version of decrease attack on his A1 too, which would be the equivalent of block debuffs, or sorry, block buffs. So if I had him, I would definitely consider him too. But yeah, unfortunately, he's one of the few void rares I haven't pulled yet. Yeah, okay, no, we don't have him yet. So we're gonna stick with Abyssal for now. So let's bring up the spreadsheet again. Abyssal, Jizzo, or I can just do and just rely on War Master and not even worry about Jizzo, because like the amount of damage from War Master is gonna completely override the fact that Jizzo does like 25% more damage when he attacks or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, who cares? I don't have decreased defense, so like the raw damage is negligible. So maybe we do Abyssal, War Priest, Yakarl, Master Butcher, and try something like that. That sounds like that is a Orcs faction war team that I am envious of, especially for this challenge. I guess Ripperfist, I don't think he's within the parameters, but Huntress is, I believe, right? Because she's part of the Rosin fusion. Oh, Bloodfeather, that's who I was thinking of. I don't know who Huntress is. I might have to fuse these two for Orcs Faction Wars before I fuse Rosin. Anyway, now that I have a plan, and we know what the plan is, I'm going to work towards the plan. The only issue with the plan is I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off in 2 weeks. 6-starring 2 more champions. Abyssal. Yeah, I'd have to 6-star, and I don't have to get masteries on them. The masteries would just increase their healing and give them more master. But I don't even have enough food for 1 6-star. Like, these will get to 30, and I'll rank them to, like... I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it this rotation, which is a bummer. I was really hoping to do it. But we have a clear plan, and we learned a lot through science this particular live stream. So, anyway... I think that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I will see you all in another video soon. But until next time, everyone, take care. And congrats on Faction Wars, Mike.